Hi, Genki Call here with your Soulforge offering for the week of December 20th, 2021. We are in Stormheim this week, and we've got some really good stuff in here. Oh, we've got some good mythics in here. So, yep, you can see the Possessed King, Sycorax, both excellent troops. Got some good stuff in here. So let me start at the beginning with the legendaries. Gloomleaf is okay. He steals armor and 5 attack from all enemies. That's great. He doesn't steal all their armor. It's based upon his magic. So whatever his magic is how much armor he's going to steal. He does reflect 50% of skull damage, which is very nice, but this is a troop I have never actually used because there are so many good alternatives to Gloomleaf. Then we've got Saguaro. Saguaro does damage to the 2 weakest enemies, then gains 10 life and attack, and reflects 25% of skull damage and deals extra damage to all enemies when he matches skulls, just 3 damage to all enemies. Then we've got Charybdis. One is interesting. Deal damage to the first enemy and the last enemy. There are independent 10% chances to devour those enemies, boosted by 3% for each submerged ally and enemy with a ×3 boost ratio, which, really not that great, but it can still get you. I don't recommend actually spending 800 diamonds on any of those. The Ghost Queen is really useful, but mostly because she gives 50% mana start to all undead allies. She does steal mana from an enemy, and then she steals life and adds it to her own, boosted by purple gems, and she is useful, and I do like her a lot. But if you don't have an undead team that you're planning to use her with, then I would say pass on this one as well. There are some really good mythics in here that 800 diamonds is a lot. So let's go over some of those mythics. Always here. Mambasira. I like Mambasira. I used to do level 12 explorers with her and Treachery and Cobra's Curse and something else. Um, oh, Marilith. She does a variable amount of damage to 6 random enemies, which is super nice. Um, and all green allies gain 1 to all stats at the start of each turn. Using Mamba with the Staff of Visions or Treachery to boost her magic is really going to make her more effective. I wouldn't recommend crafting her unless you just have to have a mythic for Mist of Scales and you have all of the other mythics that you want right now. Then let's see, Gaard's avatar. I have heard him described as being kind of like Rowan, only, different colors. Good for delving, good for events. I would like to have him. However, I'm going to save my diamonds this week and wait for something I want more. Deal damage to all enemies boosted by my armor. Burn undead and silence demon enemies. It's the boosted by my armor part that's really effective because when you have that boost by the armor, it's how much of a beast Rowan is, so he's kind of like that. And then he gains armor whenever your team casts a spell as well. Personally, that's a pass for me, especially since we've got these two in here. Now, I have a Mythic Spotlight on Sycorax. I will link in at the end of this video, so there are teams there that you can check out. I've also just done a video using Sycorax on my World Event team, if you want to check that out as well. But Sycorax is going to double whatever gem that you want on the board. Always go for green, blue, or brown if possible, because it's going to make her loop. And then she creates 3 more. Trolls do that. Double a chosen, or double a color, a specific color. You get to choose with Sycorax, and then give life to all allies that use that color. So it's really good for Guild Wars. and just really, really nice. Your team could end up with 1,000 health using this troop because she loops. She loops and loops. And all elemental allies gain 1 attack and armor at the start of the turn, which is nice. She can't be devoured, also nice. And so Sycorax is really useful. The Possessed King, on the other hand, Possessed King is simply fun. He's so fun. All right, I'll get to that in a minute. Let's look at his spell, which I hate. Deal damage to all enemies, which is nice, boosted by demon allies and enemies. Okay, that's great too. But there are 3 separate 20% chances to transform a random enemy into a demon, which I hate. I do not like that. I try not to ever cast with this troop unless I just have to, because he could turn them into a demon mythic. And I don't want to fight a demon mythic, especially if I almost had those other troops almost dead. It's almost like having a lycanthropy thing in there. I don't like it. I don't use the spell. What makes him fun is his 3rd trait. Explode 2 random gems on 4+ gem matches. Oh my gosh, so fun. I had heard people talk about how fun the Possessed King is to use for over a year before I managed to pull him. And I didn't understand just how fun he was going to be until I used him myself. Those random explosions are fantastic. I just love it. And I do not have a mythic spotlight on the Possessed King at this moment. However, I do have my favorite skull spamming team that uses the Possessed King on a video made by Artless X Arts. I will link that video in at the end of this video as well, so you'll have clickable links to look at. As far as weapons go, we are missing some Stormheim weapons here. There should be a bunch more here. All of these are always here. The only ones that aren't always here are these 3. So we've got the Axe of the Storm. That's one of those 75 diamond things that I generally don't like. Remove all blue gems, deal with no effect, by the way. It just removes them. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by the gems removed. So there is a little bit of an effect. I forgot it. Boost the spell. And if the enemy is from Stormheim, deal double damage. Although I don't care about this particular weapon, I need it to get my power level up in Stormheim. And I could craft this. There is the Doomed Hammer, but you have to have Forge Scrolls to upgrade it, and I don't have them. Once I have unlocked all of that in the Soulforge, I'm still going to need those darned cursed runes, and I can't find the darn thing. So anyway, this is a solid pass for me. I really appreciate the doomed weapons that create doom skulls because you don't have to upgrade them to have a powerful weapon. With these, others, you kind of do. You need to upgrade them. So I couldn't max this out anyway. And then the Ice Aegis. Now, this is a weird weapon. The first part of the spell is good. Steal, pardon me, steal attack and armor from an enemy. That's great. If the enemy is a boss, freeze all enemies and barrier all allies. You know, it seems a little weird that they put that in there because there are literally only 4 troops in the game that would work against, and one of them is Zul'Goth. And if you're fighting Zul'Goth, you're sure not taking this in there. And those troops are right here at the bottom. They are Hatir Ascendant, Enraged Kurindara, Zul'Goth, and Skrull Reborn. Only these 4. Only the things that have the red border on them. However, actually, now that I think about it, you could also use these on dungeon troops. Because in the dungeon, let's go to the dungeon. I'll give you that visual. In the dungeon, every room in the dungeon does have a boss troop. These are not available for us to own, but I forgot there are those in the dungeon as well that are considered bosses that you could use it against. But still, anyway, probably going to pass on the Ice Aegis. I'm just going to go in here and grab this cheapo one, the Axe of the Storm, craft, and go upgrade my power level. So you're welcome to come along with me to do that. So I'm going to go to Stormheim, fully upgrade 8 Stormheim weapons. I have 7, and now I'm going to be able to do number 8. I'm so excited. Whee! I love increasing the power levels in my kingdoms. Well, I like that it enrages itself. That makes you do extra skull damage. All right, so now I should be able to take it up a level. Power level 20. Oh, that's so exciting. Nice. Ooh, can I? Can I get anything else to level 20? Let's sort by level. Oops. Ooh, level. Darn. I would have to use an Orb of Ascension to do it. But let me show you the bonuses I got for getting it to level 20. +3 Kingdom Skill bonus. The Kingdom Skill bonus, if you don't know what it is, you click here. And the Kingdom Skill bonus you can see, is life. So I just got +3 life across the board for every single one of my troops. So very, very nice. Super happy about that. Anyway, that is my Soulforge video for you for this week. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and find those links right here at the end of the video. Bye-bye.